So, as I continue to tell the story of Destiny for all the new players, it comes to mind that some of you might have questions about some of the background information. Do me a favor and don't ask me. I ain't no warlock. I tell things like I see 'em, and I ain't seen no hive god writing a book. There are people out there that would love to tell you this story. Grizzly Bife. For everyone else, my name is irrelevant. Here's part 2. Also, I'm still trying to figure out this whole editing thing, so just bear with me for a bit. So, we left off when you saved the world from the Vex. Kinda. The city has a celebration and you continue to go off on missions. Good news is that killing the Darkness Blob has started to let the Traveler heal. Bad news is your enemies have noticed this. One day, this lady named Eris Morn shows up in the tower and she's really not looking good. You see, Eris was part of this fire team that, despite being told not to, tried to go get the moon back from the hive. It didn't go too well. Eris was the only one to make it, and she apparently had to hide in a hive for years in order to survive. But now she's back, and she's propped herself right in the middle of the tower to tell everyone that Hive are planning something, using words like ultimate destruction, eternal darkness, and all that. Needless to say, you gotta do something about it. So you start to hunt down some big-name Hive and figure out that they're trying to bring back this one dude named Crota from the dead. Now, Crota is bad news. He is the Hive's prince, and stupid powerful, so you really gotta do something about this quick. You have a few skirmishes with some of his generals, and then you head to the moon. Once there, you work your way down into the Hive and find the place where they're doing the ritual to bring this guy back. Then you do what you do best and de-life the dead guy. Unfortunately, Hive have this way of not staying dead when you put them there. Once they get powerful enough, they make this pocket universe where they send their soul and wait to be brought back. So now you and your own fire team gotta go to Crota's death castle and kill him again. Easier said than done, because in this place, Crota is a god. Somehow you manage, however, to get to him, then you give him the ultimate middle finger by killing him with his own sword. Now Crota is dead. Like for real. So word starts to spread about you and the literal 2 gods you've killed. People are looking at you different, and Cade keeps trying to buy you drinks. Then one day you get summoned to the reef, asteroid belt. Turns out Queen Mara has also heard of what you've been up to and wants some help. See, she had some Fallen under her command, due to reasons we are not getting into right now, and some of them decided to go rogue. She needs you to hunt them down, and one in particular, Skolas. See, this guy fancies himself a Kel, which is the Fallen word for king, and he's not just wanting his own little faction of Fallen. He wants them all. So in order to prove he has what it takes, he starts to steal Vex tech in order to mess with time. We all know how that tends to work out, don't we, McFly? So you start hunting. You get a bit of help from Petra Venge, who is basically the Queen's left hand. You hunt a bunch of Fallen, you basically go around trying to make Skolas look completely incompetent. Eventually, you corner him on Venus and capture him. When you give him back to the Awoken, Mara's all like, "We're even now, but I still might have a favor, so be ready for that." Okay, thanks, bye. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here again. I know I said Vid 2 would be all the DLC, but with what's coming up next, kinda needs its own space. Personally, I'm really enjoying putting this stuff out, so I'm going to try and keep going. And if anybody has any questions, stop. I told you how I feel about that. Now, for real though, ask away. If I can, I'll answer them. Until then, this has been Irrelevant.